Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jordan, and this is your 30-minute Vinyasa flow. I'm so excited that you're here. No props are required for this practice. This is an all levels practice. Feel free to grab a couple of blocks if you'd like. We will begin in a child's pose. So feel free to maybe bring a blanket to lift the hips, a block for the chest or the forehead. Anything like that to just bring the earth up to meet you there or anywhere throughout your practice. This is your time. You make all of the decisions about what happens here on the four corners of your mat. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. In your child's pose, your balasana shape, taking the big toes towards each other, knees as wide as you'd like them to be. Sink the hips towards the heels, walk the hands out in front of you. And this is a wonderful place to pause, to root down into the breath, feel the support beneath you. If you'd like, you're also welcome to bend into the elbows, bring the thumbs to the base of the skull. Take what you need and begin to notice the breath. Notice the air, new breath, as it enters the body, brushes the face, and as it leaves the body, it invites a little bit of softness, a little bit of ease. You can begin to deepen your breath, elongating your inhales to expand 360 degrees through the torso, blooming the back body with breath. And maybe extend your exhales to match, cultivating a steady, even cycle of breath. You can begin to rock the forehead from side to side, massaging the sinuses. And find stillness. Take a deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the mouth. Press into the fingerprints. Reach the hands out in front of you if you had them elsewhere. Deep breath in. Get nice and active, long through the arms. Elbow creases begin to look away from the body. Lift the head. And on your exhale, cat pose. Shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. Align the knees under the hip points. And inhale for cow pose. Send the hips back towards the heels. Belly reaches towards the earth. Maybe tick-tock the chin from side to side. And exhale for your cat shape. Rippling like a wave. Pressing into the fingerprints. Arching through the spine. And inhale for cow. Lift the heart. Send the hips towards the heels. Tail towards the sky. One more. Adding on. Exhale for your cat. Shift forward. And find your half plank shape. So shoulders maybe just past the wrists. Option to lift the toes. Long line from crown to tail here. Heart pulls forward. Inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows back like little grasshopper legs, like you're trying to balance the rib cage on the triceps. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower any amount. Inhale to lift, last one. Exhale to lower, brace the core, stability from center, and release all the way to the belly. Take the palms out to either side, tented on the fingerprints, maybe off the mat, root down through the tops of the feet. elbows to the sky. Inhale to lift the heart, really rooted in the lower body here. And exhale, dip the right shoulder, look left. Inhale through center. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, look right. Dancing cobra. Inhale through center. Exhale, dip, look left. A few more with your own breath. Staying rooted to the tops of the feet, lifting only as much as feels comfortable for the low back. Making this therapeutic, pleasant, sustainable. Moving with your breath. Go ahead and even it out. Come back through center, lift the heart, maybe lifting from the base of the skull. And exhale to release. Plant the palms, wrists underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press to your tabletop shape. Maybe find another round of cow-cat or wag the tail, circle the hips. And come back to your neutral spine, tuck the toes, tail tilts towards the sky. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, explore a generous bend in the knees to melt belly towards tops of the thighs as you press into the palms, into the heel of each hand, the L of each hand. Wrapping the upper arm bones out. Maybe heart melts towards the earth, tail tilts towards the sky, and the heels become heavy. Hugging the low ribs in. Come home to your breath. And from your downward dog, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend into both knees and step your right foot, just your right foot forward towards the right thumb. Lower the left knee, Anjanasana, low lunge. Use your abdominal muscles, the squeezing of the inner thighs to an invisible midline to lift. Reach the hands up overhead or hands at the heart. Inhale here. And exhale, release half splits, frame the right foot, pull the right hip back, flex the foot. Maybe we reach for our blocks. Give yourself a little bit more room to breathe, space to grow, to allow the shape to evolve the way it's supposed to today in your body. Explore a bend in the right knee, spread the right toes, charge your right sit bone towards the back of your space, left knee stacked under the left hip. Nice long spine. And shift forward, rebend the right knee, plant the left palm, low lunge twist. Right hand reaches, left knee lifts. Exhale to release, right palm roots, launch for standing L, top of your space, left toes turn down, light up through your standing leg. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Left foot meets the right, heavy in the heels, knees bent, Utkatasana, chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale here, settle in. Hands can be overhead or hands at the heart. Inhale to rise, high mountain. Maybe gently press the hips forward. Think long puppy belly. And exhale to bend the knees, hinge at the hips, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Slide the palms to the shins, to the tops of the thighs, maybe fingertips on the earth. Weight is in the ball of each foot, maybe even the toes. On your exhale, release. And we'll step the left toes back. Just kidding. We'll step the right toes back, just the right toes. Lower the right knee. And inhale, Anjanasana, second side. Pulling the left hip back actively to meet the right. Ensuring we're not dumping into the hips here. Guiding them forward. Stability in our base. Pressing into the left heel to keep that knee stacked over the ankle. Right toes tucked or top of the foot rooted to protect our knee. Reach the hands up overhead. Deep breath in. Get nice and long. Maybe gaze up. Then exhale. Release half splits. Pull the left hip back. Second side. Come home to your breath. Explore any movement that feels good. Lengthening through the lower body. And we'll find a moment of stillness spreading through the left toes. Dig the left heel into the earth like you want to drag it towards the back of your space as you charge the left sit bone towards the back of your mat. Finding an inhale to get nice and long, maybe slight tuck of the chin. And an exhale to rebend the left knee, plant the right palm, low lunge twist, second side, left hand high. And exhale, release, standing L, second side, right toes launch any amount, hands on the earth or blocks. Take a moment to light up through your standing leg, pressing evenly into the circumference of your left foot. Inhale here. And exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, feet hips width or flush together, hands overhead or Anjali Mudra, thumbs at the sternum. Finding a nice lift in the heart as we lengthen the tail down towards the earth. Come home to your breath. Slow and steady. And we'll inhale, high mountain. Exhale to fold, melt it down, let it go. Inhale, half lift your version, long spine. And exhale to fold. We'll step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. Option to lower belly to cobra, or if you'd like, you can find your chaturanga, honoring the length of your exhale, halfway. Rolling onto the tops of the feet, knees and thighs lifted for upward dog. Broaden through the collarbone. And on your exhale, find your downward facing dog. Your breath, your movement, taking your vinyasa in a way that serves you today. And honor the length of your breath. From your downward dog, root down through the left heel. Inhale the right leg high. Welcome to bend into the right knee and draw circles or find stillness. Trying to point that right knee towards the sky. Pressing into the right hand. Level out the shoulders. Integrity in your foundation here. Inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Right toes turn down. Maybe bend into the left knee. On an inhale, try to kick the right heel a little higher. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. And step your right foot towards your right thumb. Ground the left heel. Warrior two, leading with the left hand forward, up and back. Head over heart over pelvis. Again, we press into the right heel to keep that knee over our ankle and send the energy out through the outside edge of our left foot. We'll flip the right palm. Inhale, reverse. Right hand forward, up and back. Pull the right thumb back like you're rolling the heart towards the sky. Exhale, extended side angle, long side body, forearm to thigh. Left hand forward, pinkies down. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg long, right hand reaches up and back. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hip pulls back, left hip melts forward. Keep a teeny bend in your right knee, reaching for a block or the earth on the outside of your right foot. Right elbow crease looks forward. Maybe left hand to the sky. Imagine you could guide the shoulder blade points to touch. You roll the heart open. Integrity in your base here. Find an inhale. And exhale, bend into the right knee, plant the left palm, low lunge twist. We've been here before. Right hand reaches, inhale. Exhale to pivot on the feet to the outside edge of both feet. So toes look towards the right. Sink the hips any amount. Reach your right hand towards the back of your space. Horizon lunge. Inhale to lift the hips. Reach your right hand forward. Feet stay the same. Exhale to lower. Reach the right hands back. Lowering any amount here. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale to lift and reach. Maybe contract the left obliques. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift, pivot the toes to look forward. Find a nice long pyramid. Maybe flexing into the right foot. Left heel can absolutely stay lifted here. Maybe we bring fingertips to blocks. Framing the right foot. Nice long torso. Inhale here. Exhale to rebend the right knee and launch for standing L or Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. Kicking an imaginary wall with the left foot. Left hip turns down, hip square to the earth. Any arm variation that feels supportive. Find an inhale. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Left foot meets the right. Reach your arms up high or hands at the heart. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Left knee lifts any amount. This is a wonderful place to pause and explore, but if you'd like, you can find Anjali Mudra, thumbs at the sternum, cross your left ankle, or the top of your right thigh, stand tall, or maybe sink the hips back in space, maintaining that length here, finding balance between left knee and right hip, exploring a drishti, perhaps a tiny speck in your line of vision, unmoving, pressing the palms together for a little bit of stability. And we'll inhale, mindfully unravel back to your one-legged mountain, reach the hands up high. Exhale, release, Tadasana, left foot meets the right. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold, melt it down, let it go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your version. And exhale to fold, option to hop, step, or dance back to your plank shape, lower through cobra or upward dog. And find your downward facing dog. Coming home to your breath here. Slow and steady. Pressing into the fingerprints to take pressure out of the wrists as you send the weight out through the heels, tail tilts towards the sky. Right down through the right heel, inhale the left leg high. Option to bend into your left knee. You can draw circles or find stillness. Imagining you could touch your left heel to your left glute. Inhale brings you back to three-legged dog, left toes turn down. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward. And step your left foot towards your left thumb. Right heel grounds, leading with the right hand forward, up and back. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Find your nice stable base here. Maybe toe heel the left foot out for a nice hips width stance or wider. Front knee over front ankle, maybe gaze down the left middle finger. Head over heart over pelvis. Steady breath. And reverse, left hand forward, up and back, deep breath in. Peel the heart open, maybe gaze up. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Right hand reaches forward, pinkies down to plug your shoulder in. Maybe roll the heart towards the sky, gaze up. Inhale, reverse triangle. Left leg lengthens, left hand reaches. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Second side, left hip melts back as right hip melts forward. Reaching for a block or the earth, maybe the ankle or the shin. Mindful not to lock our joints. And come home to your breath. A lot going on in these kinds of shapes. Where can we invite softness? A little bit of ease in the presence of the heat of effort. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Right palm roots, dragonfly twist. Left knee bends, left hand reaches. Inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Pivot to the outside edge of both feet. Toes look towards the left. Reach your left hand towards the back of your space. Maybe sinking the hips any amount. Inhale to lift the hips, reach the left hand forward. Exhale to sink, reach the left hand back. Inhale to lift, engage the right side body. Exhale to sink. One more, inhale to reach, get really long. Exhale to sink. Big transition to our pyramid shape. Inhale to press into the feet, pivot on the toes to look forward. Find your long pyramid, your funky pyramid. Maybe flexing through the left foot, keeping the right heel lifted, or reaching for our blocks. Lengthen the spine. Inhale to launch, rebend the left knee. Find your standing L or Virabhadrasana 3. Right toes turn down, really active in the bottom of that foot. Come home to your breath. Stability from center here. And find your chair pose. Right foot meets the left, feet hips width or flush together. Maybe we try reaching the hands up high overhead. Press the palms together this time. And then inhale, get nice and long. And then exhale to settle in. Maybe sink the hips a little lower. Inhale to rise, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts any amount. And maybe we pause here, explore stability. Or if you'd like, you can cross the right ankle for your standing figure 4 over the top of the left thigh. Super mindful of our knees in these shapes. Maybe hands at the heart. You can stand tall or sink low. Bringing awareness to the bottom of the left foot. Balance between left hip and right knee. Find your drishti. Mindfully release, begin to lengthen through the left leg. Maybe reach the hands up high. Exhale, Tadasana, right foot meets the left. We'll inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, step the feet back to plank. And find your flow, belly to cobra, cow, cat. Maybe upward dog, whatever feels more supportive to cleanse your palate between sides. We'll meet in downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking your time to arrive here. Maybe noticing if this downward dog is a little bit different than our first downward dog. And cultivating a bit of gratitude for the things our body can do today. Simply by coming home to the breath without judgment. You can begin to come up high on the tippy toes, bend the knees, slow descend back to the earth. Sink the hips towards the heels for a kneeling shape. And begin to sit up nice and tall here. You're welcome to keep the toes tucked. So a knee stand, or if you'd like, you can take the tops of the feet rooted. Whatever feels good for the knees, yeah? On an inhale, snuggle the shoulders up towards the ears. On an exhale, roll them back and down. Moving into our Ustrasana, camel pose. If you like to use blocks for your camel shape, you're welcome to take a couple to frame the feet. We'll start with our hands slipping into imaginary jean pockets on the lower back, rolling the shoulders back, elbows pinned like little chicken wings, almost. On an inhale, find the length first. Maybe tilt the chin gently towards the sky, open up through the throat as you gently guide the hips forward. And on your exhale, brace the abdominal wall, your core muscles here, core is super fired up, and begin to lean back. Any amount. Maybe we'd like to try releasing the hands, bringing fingertips to blocks or to the heels, or the ankles. Or for a little bit of core, you can always bring hands to the heart here. 2 slow, steady breaths wherever you've landed. As you're ready, tuck the chin. On an inhale, come out, back to your upright position. Sink the hips towards the heels. Release the palms, face up on the tops of the thighs. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Take a moment to notice, to regulate. Bringing awareness to the space between the whole top row and the whole bottom row of teeth. Allow the tongue to soften to the bottom of the mouth. The shoulders and elbows to become a little heavier towards the earth with every exhale. You're welcome to keep the gaze soft or the eyes closed as you shift the hips to one side and kick the legs out long. Making your way to a reclined position, moving mindfully here. Finding a nice, slow, controlled roll down. Inhaling to reach out long. And exhale to hug the right knee in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze. And allow the right knee to move up and over to the left for your supine twist. Maybe the right hand extends out to the right to a T or loose cactus. Begin to elongate your exhales just a bit. Use your in-breath, to travel back through center. Extend the right leg long. And hug the left knee in towards the chest. Give it a squeeze. And on your natural exhale, allow the left knee to fall up and over to the right for your supine twist. On the second side, leveling up the shoulders, reaching the left hand out to the left. Allowing the breath to begin to sweep through the body with a little bit more ease as we approach rest, stillness. Gently make your way back through center, extending the left leg long. And if this feels supportive or a comfort shape for your Shavasana, you're welcome to pause here. Feet a little wide, legs long, arms rest naturally at either side. Or perhaps you'd like to bend into the knees or rest the hands on the belly. Allowing the body to begin embracing its own heaviness. Softening sweetly into rest here. Into your Shavasana shape. And the next time you hear my voice, I will be guiding you out. You are welcome to stay in your rest shape for as long as you'd like, but I do want to respect your time and let you know the end of our half hour is approaching. So if that's your cue to begin bringing the body back to wakefulness with care, I invite you to deepen the breath, rock the head gently ear to ear. On an inhale, stretch out long, wiggle fingers and toes, roll the ankles and wrists. And on an exhale, curl in tight, giving the knees a squeeze in towards the chest. Make your way to one side or the other. And with the gaze soft or the eyes still closed down, you can find a comfortable upright position, whatever that feels like to you in this moment. Or continue to stay resting. And we'll take a cycle of breath together to celebrate this time spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to bring a little bit more presence to the world. You're welcome to stay as you are or stack the palms on top of the heart space, taking a moment to notice, to breathe here into this space. And we'll take a deep breath in together. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Thank you for sharing your time and your practice, not only with me, but with each other. It's always such a gift to me to be here, to be your guide. So thank you. Be well, and I'll see you again next time.